Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're talking about the TH sound, how to pronounce it, some examples, and some exercises on telling the difference with your ears, and practicing pronunciation, of course. I'm going to put my Facebook name in the chat box for you guys. You can friend me there where I keep updates about my classes, or you can message me if you have any questions, or just say hi. I'm also going to put the notes in the chat box. We've got 2 pages of notes today. We will be flipping back and forth between them. So you'll see 2 links appear there. All right, ready. Fatih, welcome to class. Oops. Fatih, are you there? Okay. For anyone who is having trouble with audio, you can always come to the top of the screen and check your settings, where you can change what you're using. Okay. Alejandro, welcome to class.
Hello, thank you.
How are you doing today, Alejandro?
Very well.
Ready for the weekend?
Yes.
Just one more day.
Yes.
All right. Trin, welcome to class.
Yes, teacher.
Good to see you back, Trin. How are you?
I'm doing well, teacher.
Great. Good to have you here. And Fatih, did you get your audio working? No? Fatih, if you have
Yes.
any questions, let me know in the chat box.
No, teacher. No question.
Ah, excellent. Okay. Hi, welcome to class.
Hi. Thank you.
Have I had you in class before?
Yes. Yesterday.
Okay, excellent. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Fernando, welcome to class.
Thank you, teacher.
Good to have you here. When's the next game in Brazil, Fernando? Do you know?
No.
Oh, too bad. I forgot the dates for the other World Cup games. I'll have to look them up. Renata, welcome to class.
Thank you. How are you?
Doing really well. How are you, Renata?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. And uh-oh. Sorry guys, my screen is frozen right now. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least that's good. That's a good start. Okay, looks like the trouble is over, I hope. And Thais, welcome to class. Is it, oh sorry, Thais, right?
Nice. Yes.
Are you there, Thais?
Yes.
Welcome to class. Good to have you here with us.
Thanks.
Okay. Awesome. So today we're working on the TH sound, and we're going to start with the second document in the chat box, and I'll transfer all these to the Google chat box as well for anyone who needs them there. And it's going to be the first link in the Google chat box that we're opening. So I'll put them both in there for you. Okay. So
The first?
starting on it's going to be the first document in the Google chat box and the second in the Verbling chat box. And I'm going to screen share so you guys can follow along with me and you'll know exactly where we are. So we're going to start on the document that says Unit 1, and then it has a little symbol there. That symbol means the TH sound. So if you look in a dictionary, they'll usually have symbols to show you how to pronounce a word. And this is one of the two symbols that means the TH sound. And this symbol in particular means the silent TH sound. We're going to start talking about the silent TH sound. So let's talk about how to make the TH sound. First of all, we're going to read a description of how to make it. And I'm going to ask Alejandro to read that for us. Underneath where it says how to make the sound.
Okay. How to make the sound. Place the tip of your tongue between your upper and lower teeth. Don't put in between your lips. Make the sound by forcing air through the opening between your teeth and tongue. Don't vibrate your vocal cords.
Okay. So for the silent TH sound, like think, bathroom, and teeth, it's called silent because we don't use our vocal cords, and it's a very soft sound. So if you make it all by itself, it's just very quiet sound where we don't use our vocal cords. So we have a few words for practice over in the next exercise, but we're going to skip that and go to minimal pairs. So exercise number 2, minimal pairs. I'm going to read each minimal pair, and you guys are welcome to repeat or mute yourselves if you feel more comfortable. You can mute yourselves and repeat them. So the first minimal pair is 3 and free. And for this, I'm actually going to stop screen sharing for a second so you guys can as I make these sounds. So the first minimal pair, 3, free.
3, free.
So these minimal pairs are a good way to practice because they help isolate the sounds. These words are different only by one sound, and they help with some of the mistakes students make. Like some students pronounce the TH sound more like an F or more like an S or more like a T. So we're going to isolate those sounds together so you can practice saying them. So the second pair, Thor, soar.
Thor, soar.
Excellent. Number 3, both, boat.
Both. Both.
Both, boat.
And it'll be easy if you practice watching in the mirror because you can see when you make the TH sound, you will be able to see your tongue. And most of these other sounds, you should not be able to see your tongue. So in free and soar and boat, you won't be able to see your tongue, but in the TH sounds you will. Pair number 4, tor, Thor.
Thor, Thor.
Pair number 5, frilled, thrilled.
Thrilled. Thrilled.
Thrill.
I think that's a great pair to practice with because the consonants in the beginning are tough. That FR and the THR sound are difficult for many students. Do any of you find that pair difficult to pronounce, that frilled and thrilled sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of consonants together there, which can be tough. Any questions so far before we go on to the second list of minimal pairs?
No.
Great. All right. So in the second column, we have thin and sin.
Thin,
Thin.
sin,
Sin.
Pass, path.
pass,
Path.
path,
Path.
Thought, thought.
thought,
Thought.
thought,
Thought. Thought.
Moth, moss.
Mouse.
Moth.
Mouse.
Three, free.
Three.
three,
Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to move to the other document for a minute. And we'll see if mine, okay, there we go. We're going to move to the other document and talk about the other TH sound, because there are two. And I'll put my screen share back up since we're done with that exercise, so you guys can see exactly where we are. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the silent TH sound, or the voiceless TH sound, and that would be the one on the left. So what you should be looking at now is a document that has two lists of words and two TH sounds. So we have the voiceless TH sound that we just went over, and that's vocal cords do not vibrate, place tongue between your teeth. On the right, we have the voiced sound, vocal cords vibrate, and place tongue between your teeth. So it's the same, but for one, your vocal cords will be used. And if you're ever unsure of if you're using your vocal cords or not, you can always place your hand over your throat. When you use your vocal cords, you'll feel a lot of vibration in your throat. And when you don't, you won't feel almost any vibration. So the comparison would be the silent and the voiced. And you can just place your hand over your throat as you're flipping back and forth between and you'll be able to tell that the first one you don't use your vocal cords, and the second one you'll feel a lot of vibration when you use those vocal cords. Okay, so below we have a list of words. The left do not use vocal cords and the right do. And I'm going to have you guys read these words. So the first, in the left column, I'm going to ask Fatih to read the first 6 words. So that would be ending with this word here.
Thin and theater, Thursday.
Thank you very much. Great job. The next 6 words, I'm going to ask Fernando to read for us. And Thais, I'm going to mute you quickly because we're getting some background noise from your audio. But to unmute yourself, just come to the top of your screen and you should see that button. So whenever you want to talk, just remember to click the microphone button. All right, Fernando, go ahead and read the next 6 words.
Sears. Zoom.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing. Toothpaste. Birthday. Healthy.
Thank you very much. And the next 6 words are for Renata. Go ahead and read the next ones.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be from...
Okay. Toothbrush, bath, teeth, mouth, cloth.
Excellent, thank you. And this one, the next set, is going to be the last 3 words on the left side and the first 3 words on the right side. So it'll be a little difficult. Thais, will you try that for us?
Okay. Mm, 11, 16, 13, the, this, that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the next 6 words are for Trin. Will you read them for us? Starting with this word
This,
and ending with this word.
those, the, they, other, mother.
Thank you very much. And let's have Alejandro finish this list up for us. Will you read the rest of them?
Yes. Father, brother, weather, together, feather, leader, father, father, breathe,
Thank you very much. And this word here is bathe.
base.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So this list is excellent because it gives you a chance to pronounce that TH sound in different parts of the word. So the first few are in the beginning, then it switches to the middle, and towards the end, the TH sound comes at the end. Because everybody has some different problems with how they pronounce TH. Some people have no problem pronouncing it at the beginning of a word, but a lot of trouble pronouncing it at the end of a word, which is why the last 3 words I think are some of the most difficult. On the left side, that would be like 11th, 16th, 13th. A lot of people have trouble with those words because the ending TH tends to be a little more difficult for many people than in the beginning. Also, do you guys notice anything between these word lists? The kinds of words you see on the left versus the kinds of words you see on the right? There's a difference in some of the words that we use between the 2 different sounds. So on the left we have the silent TH, on the right we have the voiced TH. And the silent TH is actually more common in English. It's used in more words. But the voiced TH is used in words that are more common. So it's used in fewer words, but the words that it is used in are more frequently used, if that makes any sense. I know it's kind of weird to think about. But all the words on the right are words we use in every single sentence. They're very, very common words. But the list is shorter because there are fewer words that use the voiced TH sound. And on the left we have more words, but they're less common. All right. I'm going to go around and ask you guys what TH sound you think you find the most trouble with. So the beginning of the word, the middle, the end, maybe voiced or unvoiced. Starting with Trin, where do you find it most difficult to pronounce the TH sound?
I think the voiceless.
You find the voiceless more difficult?
Yes.
And does it matter for you if it comes at the beginning, the middle, or the end, or is it all the same?
I don't know. I think it's more difficult in the end.
Okay. Definitely, that can be tough. Or sometimes, like we talked about before, it can be very difficult if it comes in combination with other consonants, like we saw on the first document, I think, we were looking at thrilled and frilled. Sometimes when it's surrounded by other consonants, it can be tough too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thais, where do you find the TH sound most difficult to pronounce?
Sorry?
In
Can
what
you repeat?
position do you find the TH sound most difficult? So beginning, middle, end of the word, voiced, unvoiced, with consonants.
I think it's more difficult in the end. The word.
All right. And does it make a difference if it's voiced or unvoiced for you, or is it all the same?
And voice, it's more difficult.
Unvoiced is more difficult.
Yes.
Okay. So you're similar to Trin then. Good to know. Seems like there's a pattern. Renate, do you agree that it's more difficult when it's unvoiced?
For me, the most difficulty is in the beginning of the word, like Thursday, Thursday. I have some problems.
All right. And does it make a difference if it's voiced or unvoiced, like this or thin?
No.
Interesting. Okay. So for you, it's more difficult in the beginning, but does it make a difference if it's voiced or unvoiced?
Yes.
Okay. Fernando, what about you?
I think it's more difficult at the end in numbers, in cardinal numbers.
Yeah, those are
The
really
last
tough.
sound, th, 11th, 16th, 13th, is more complex for me.
Yeah, especially this word, which has it in the beginning and the end. 13th tends to be a tongue twister for most people. All right. Fatih, where do you find the TH sound most difficult to pronounce?
Mother, father, brother, brother.
Okay, so you find the voiced TH sound more difficult. Like the words on the right are more difficult than the words on the left. Is that true for you?
Left. Okay. Toothbrush.
So I'm asking you, where do you find it most difficult to say the TH sound? So maybe a word that's very difficult for you to say from this list? Many of the students have said 13th is a very difficult word. Do you agree, Fatih, that that's a very difficult word to say? All right, I'll come back to you for this one. Alejandro, what do you think? Which is the most difficult place to pronounce TH?
Is voiceless.
Voiceless is more difficult?
Yes, but there are some words voiced that is difficult.
Like what?
Like the four last in the right.
Leather, bathe, bother, breathe.
Bathe, breathe. Yes.
So why do you think those are difficult?
Because I heard similar to voiceless.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to make that distinction.
Yes.
Definitely. All right. So on the next page, we have some common expressions and things that use the TH sound. Some are voiceless and some are voiced. And I'll have you guys read them before we move on to the next exercise. So this is like practice for our next exercise because it tells you the voiceless versus the voiced. And you guys have to pronounce these words. In the next exercise, you guys have to decide if the sound is voiced or unvoiced. Over your throat. That's how you check if it's voiced or unvoiced. and you guys will have to say. But here, you guys will pronouncing names. The first column is voiceless. So number 1 and number 2, Trin, will you read them for us? In the voiceless
Number 1,
column.
thank you. Open your mouth.
Thank you very much. Number 3 and number 4, Thais.
Healthy and wealthy. Brush your teeth. Place tongue between your teeth.
Thank you. Number 1 and number 2 from the voiced column, Renata.
Father and mother. That's right. Micaela?
Awesome. And number 3 and number 4 from, yeah. Oops. I think maybe there's a delay or something. Fernand, you do number 3 and number 4 from the voice. Fernando, are you there?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Will you read number 3 and number 4 from the voiced column?
Okay. Number 3, other brother. Number 4, than brother me.
Excellent. So now you guys are going to decide if the sound is voiced or unvoiced. I'll give you each one of the next exercise, and then I'm going to hop out of class to see if I can restart and get a better connection. I'm not sure if there's a connection problem today or something like that. So number 1, Alejandro. Number 2, Fatih. Number 3, Fernando. Number 4, Renata. Number 5, Thais. Number 6, Trin. And Jordi, welcome to class. Jordi, are you there? All right, Jordi, let us know in the chat box if you can hear me. And if you're not sure how to unmute yourself, just come to this top part of your screen and click the microphone. If it's red, that means you're muted, and if it's white, that means you're able to speak. Okay, so you guys, under each TH sound in your number, decide whether it's voiced or voiceless. I'm going to hop out of class really quick and then hopefully come back with a stronger connection. See you guys in a second.
Micaela?
All right. So, Alejandro, will you read yours for us? And tell us which sounds are TH and which are voiced and which are unvoiced?
Yes. I thank my 3 brothers.
So the first sound, thank, is that voiced or unvoiced?
Unvoiced.
And what about the other two, voiced or unvoiced?
3 is unvoiced, and brothers is voice.
Excellent job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Fatih with number 2.
Okay. My birthday is on Thursday, April 5.
So are those voiced or unvoiced sounds? Start with birthday.
Birthday is unvoiced.
Unvoiced. What about Thursday?
Thursday is voiced.
Nope, Thursday is unvoiced.
Unvoiced. Sorry.
And what about third?
Five is unvoiced.
Yeah, those are all unvoiced sounds. Thank you very much. Number 3, Fernando.
These 3 teeth hurt in my mouth. This is voiced. 3 voiced.
Voiced.
Feet voiceless. And mouth voiceless.
Excellent. So we have the first one voiced and the next 3 unvoiced. So these voiced, 3 teeth and mouth unvoiced. Thank you very much. Number 4, Renata.
Okay. They went with their mother to the theater. They is voiced, there is voiced, mother is voiced, and theater is unvoiced.
Excellent job. Thank you very much. Number 5, Thais.
There are 13 thin women there. Their voiced, 13 voiceless, thin voiceless, and their voiced.
Excellent job. And Trine, will you do the last one for us, number 6?
I don't know.
That's okay. So we have the word tooth and mouth. If you put your hand over your throat when you say tooth and mouth, do you feel vibration or no vibration?
I don't know for sure.
That's okay, no problem. Thais, can you help out here?
Yes?
Can you help with number 6? We're deciding if tooth and mouth are voiced or unvoiced. What do you think?
I think tooth and mouth is unvoiced. Unvoiced?
Yeah, unvoiced.
Voiceless. Okay.
Yeah, voiceless. So if you put your hand over your throat and you say tooth, you won't feel much vibration at all. Awesome. Great job, guys. On the next page, we're going to do some more minimal pairs. And the first exercise is just to say these minimal pairs. I'm going to ask you guys to read them and try to pronounce them slowly, correctly, and focus on the difference between the sounds. So the first column is comparing the TH to the T. The second column is, again, TH to T, but at the end of the word instead of the beginning. And the last column compares TH to the S sound. So the first column, I'm going to ask, how about Fernando? Will you read the first column for us?
Okay. Thank, thank, thank.
Mm-hmm.
Three, three. Throw, through. Thin, thin. So, thou.
Awesome. Column number 2, Hinata, will you read that for us?
Yes. Bath, bat. Both, boat. Math, mat. Tenth, tent.
Excellent. And the third column, how about Thais? Will you read for us?
Okay. Think, 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 sink, moth, mouse, thin, sing, thick, sick.
All right, we're going to go through them one more time so everyone gets a chance to try some of these. And again, try to focus on the pronunciation between the hard T sound t, 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 and the SH sound, which is softer and longer, and then the S and the T, which is similar. Trine, read the first column for us.
I can't see.
The first column is the one that starts with thank and tank, and then read all of them down.
Oh, I see. Thank, tank.
Mm-hmm.
Three, three. Through, through. Thin, thin. Thought, thought.
Mm-hmm. Fatih, will you read the second column for us?
Okay, teacher. Bat, bat. Boat, boat. Mat, mat. Stamp, stamp.
Awesome. And the last column, Alejandro. Go ahead.
Think, sink. Think, sing, sink. Mouse, mouse. Thin, thin. Thick, sick.
Mm-hmm. Great. So the difference between most of these sounds is where your tongue is, because your tongue for the TH is more in the front. It's right between your teeth. But if you're still struggling a little bit with these sounds, a good way to differentiate between the TH and the T sound is that the TH sound could go on forever, you know, if you had infinite breath. So you can just let out the air, or and it could go on forever. But the T sound can't. The T sound is an explosive sound that really can only happen for a very short period of time. T, t, t. And if you tried to prolongate that sound, you wouldn't be able to. So sounds like TH and S, they can go on forever, but that T is really an explosive sound, and you can compare them easily. You can say, that's the S sound, so you can say that forever as long as you have air, right? And the TH sound also, you can say it as long as you have air. But the T sound, you can't. It's explosive. T, t. You can only say it for a very short period of time. And if you tried to say it for longer, it would turn into a different sound. Okay, so the next exercise, I'm going to say one of the words, or a set of words from the top exercise, and you guys have to decide if I said the same word 2 times or if I said the full pair. For instance, if I were using the last pair, thick and sick, I might say thick, thick. And then you guys have to write, or remember, an S or a D. S for the same, and D for different. So decide if I said the same word 2 times or if I differentiated and said both words. Any questions before we begin?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, no question.
I'm going to go through all of them and then ask you guys for the answers. So we're not going to do them one by one. I'm going to say them all, and we'll go through the answers. So if you guys have any questions while I'm reading, go ahead and put them in the chat box or save them for after. And I'll go through them slow, so don't worry. Number 1. Bath, bat.
Different.
D.
Different. Number 2. Mouth, mouth.
S.
So were they different or the same?
Same.
The same.
Excellent. Yep. Number 3. Thin, tin.
Different.
Different. Through, true.
Different.
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 Both, both.
The same.
Same.
Same. Sick, sick.
Same.
Same.
Different.
Same.
Sing, sing.
Different.
Same.
Different.
Different.
Same. Different.
Different. Sing, sing.
Think.
Same.
Think.
Different.
Different.
All right. Think, think.
Same.
Same.
Different.
Oh.
Different.
Different.
Really?
So, yeah, it's tough. In this S column, we have the 2 that sound very similar. The first pair I did was thing and sing, which most of you guys got right. And then the second pair was think, sink, which I said differently.
Okay.
It's tough.
It's difficult.
All right, let's do 2 more of these, and then we'll move on. Bath, bat.
Different.
Different.
Thin, sin.
Same.
Same.
Oh no, different.
Different.
Can you repeat?
So,
Thin is thin.
I'll repeat. Thin, sin.
Different.
Yeah, different. So thin, thin. And of course, it would be easier if you guys could see. I'll screen share for a sec. So it's always easier if you can see my mouth, because if you were watching me when I said thin and sin, thin, sin, it's very easy to tell if I'm saying the TH sound or another sound. So if it's possible to watch someone while they're speaking, then it's easier. But sometimes, like via phone or maybe Skype or something, it's not always possible to watch someone's mouth. And it is much more difficult that way. Okay, moving on. We have a very similar exercise on the next page, but it's just using different sounds. So we're comparing the TH sound to other sounds that can be confusing for students. The last page was the T and the S sound in comparison to TH. Now we're going to use the D and the Z sound. And we're using these sounds because many people accidentally use the D sound instead of the TH sound. So instead of saying they might say day instead, because if you are unable to say the TH sound, you end up replacing it with some other sound. All right, so this set, I'm going to have you guys read the words. Alejandro, will you read the first column of words?
Yes. Say, they. So, though. Then, than. Than.
Thank you very much. And this one is similar to the T sound because that D sound cannot continue. It's an explosive sound and you can't sustain it. So duh would be just duh, where TH you can sustain. You can sustain it, but D is explosive. So they, day, though, do. Okay. I'm going to have Fatih do the same column. Do that first column, TH and D.
Can I read second, please?
Sure, go for it. If you prefer that, why not?
Then, bread, breathe, clothing, feed, feed.
Awesome. So there we compare the Z and the TH sound. And Z can be sustained as well. Z can be sustained similarly to the TH sound. The difference there is just the position of your tongue. Okay. Fernando, you can choose which column you prefer to read and read it for us.
What read, teacher?
Choose one of the columns and read it for us, comparing the sounds.
They. So, though. Then, than.
Thank you very much. Next up, Renata. Choose a column and read it.
Okay. Sorry, Michaela, I have some problems here.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got it. Say, they, fold, dog, then, then.
Thank you very much. And Thais, will you read the second column comparing TH and Z?
Okay. Then, breathe, breeze, clothing, closing, teeth, teeth.
Thank you very much. And Trine, will you read the same column, TH and Z sound?
Hey. Then. Breathe, breathe. Clothing, teeth, teeth.
Excellent. Thank you. So, in the next exercise, it's similar to the last one, but this time there's only going to be one word said, and you have to decide if it's the first or the second word. But this time, I would like you guys to be the ones to read the words. And this will be a good test because you'll be able to see if people can understand you when you're saying these words. So, for example, number 1, someone will choose a word, say it, and another student in class will have to decide if it was the first word or the second word. All right, so I'm going to give you guys each a number, and that will be the number that you're going to pronounce. And then I'll give you guys each a different number to understand as well. So I'm going to start on the right. Trine, number 1. Thais, number 2. Renata, number 3. Fernando, number 4. Fatih, number 6. And Alejandro, number 7. So you guys are going to choose one of those words to say. And then we will decide which word you said. So Trine, will you begin and choose for number 1? Yeah, go ahead.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Then.
All right, guys, what do you think? Did she say the first or the second version?
I
The first?
think the first.
I think the second one. Train, were you going for the first or the second?
The first.
Oh, I got it wrong. Sorry. Okay, well, most of the students were right, so. Number 2, Thais.
Math.
Will you say it one more time?
Math.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Was it number 1 or number 2?
First.
2.
I think number 2.
I think it was the second one again.
Yes,
Well,
the second.
which one was it? Okay, number 2. Awesome. Renata, will you do yours for us?
Okay. Day.
I think it's the second.
Yes.
Second. Yes, second.
Yay!
Yeah.
Second one.
I
All right.
think it's called.
Number 4, Fernando.
Think.
I think that was a.
the
What do you guys
second.
think?
The second.
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 Yeah, I think that was the clear second one. Did we get it right?
Yes, second.
Awesome. Number 5? Number 5 is Fatih. Will you do number 5? Hmm?
3.
What do you guys think? Number 1 or number 2?
Can you repeat?
I don't know. I think it's the first.
Yeah, I think the first one. Which one was it, Fatih? Thais, we're getting some background noise from you, so I'm going to mute you for a minute. And what did you say, Fatih? Which one was it?
I say it first, teacher.
Yeah, awesome. All right, and number 6, Alejandro. Go ahead.
Mouse.
I think the second
I
one?
think the first.
Sí, señora, lo veo. Lo estoy viendo.
Yes, the
The
second.
second.
Yay! All right. Excellent, guys. And we're going to stop on this document for just a second because in the last few minutes of class, I would like to go back to the first document we looked at, which, by the way, has a lot of other exercises if you guys are interested. Ooh. We're awesome. Okay. And in the second document, or should be this document, the one we started on, at the very bottom, there should be, wait, where are they? There should be, here they are, tongue twisters on page number 4. So there's lots of pages here, and some of these exercises you guys should definitely do by yourself. They're good exercises. You can practice with a partner or anything like that. But page number 4 we're going to take a look at right now, and they're tongue twisters, which is an excellent practice exercise that you guys can do on your own. And we're going to choose a couple to read now together. So these ones, they have the English on the top, obviously, and on the bottom is the IPA, which is the way you pronounce it. And usually it's not very helpful because you have to basically be able to understand a whole different alphabet in order for you to pronounce these. But today we learned that this symbol, this little O with the line through it, is the silent TH sound. So that's the silent, and then this one that looks like a D with a cross on the top, or like an O with a cross on the top or something, that's the voiced TH sound. So if you ever have trouble and you need to look in a dictionary, you can tell if it's supposed to be a voiced or voiceless sound by looking at the IPA and seeing if it's the O with the cross in the middle, the bar in the middle, or if it's this D with an X on the top. Just a little note for you guys. So everyone pick your favorite tongue twister here, and I'm going to ask you guys to say them 3 times fast. So pick your favorite and practice it for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to ask you guys to say it for the class 3 times as quickly as possible. Any questions?
No.
All right, go for it.
What page?
Should be page 4 of the first document we looked at that described how to make the TH sound. And yeah, hopefully I'm screen sharing it as well.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to ask you guys to try your tongue twisters. Alejandro, start and read your tongue twister 3 times fast.
Yes. Nothing is worth thousands of deaths. Nothing is worth thousands of deaths. Nothing is worth thousands of deaths.
Excellent. That's a really hard one. But it's a great way to practice. So if you have trouble with it, that's the best thing to practice with. Thanks, Alejandro.
Thank you.
Fatih, will you go next?
Teacher, my internet connect has a problem. I am late. Repeat me.
What? You have a problem?
Yes, connection problem. I can hear you. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Okay. I can hear you now.
Okay, good. So can you read your tongue twister for us? No? Okay. How about... Oh, go ahead. Are you ready, Fatih?
Teacher, I can't
All right.
say.
Sorry, Fatih. I'll come back to you in a second. Fernando, would you like to go?
Yes. 3 free thrilling frills fogged on roots rough. 3 free thrilling frills fogged on roots rough. 3 free thrilling frills fogged on roots rough.
Excellent. Thank you, Fernando. Hinata, do yours for us.
Okay. Thelma and Tel have a bad breath. Thelma and Tel have a bad breath. Thelma and Tel have bad breath.
Awesome. Thanks. Thais, read yours for us.
Mr. Smith's teeth are thin and little. Mr. Smith's teeth are thin and little. Mr. Smith's teeth are thin and little.
Trine, are you there? Can you do yours for us?
Yes. Thor is the god of thunder. Thor is the god of thunder. Thor is the god of thunder.
Thank you very much, Trine. And back to Fatih. Are you ready? Can you read one for us?
Okay, teacher, I'm ready. Thursday are thirsty days for lethargy. Rot and Thelma. Thursday are thirsty days for lethargic. Rot and Thelma. Thursday are thirsty days for lethargic. Rot and Thelma.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for this class. I have to run because I have another class starting right now on the S pronunciation. And I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks a lot.
Bye,
Bye.
Michaela.
Bye.
Thank you, Michaela. Bye.
Thanks a lot.